How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have Justimon going up against Gallantmon. You know, two of the new decks from EX collection. I know people want to see more of the Justimon in action, and this is a different player with a different build, so we're gonna see how this works out for him. On the other hand, I still like the Gallantmon quite a bit. It's a pretty cool deck, and looking at BT9, I'm actually surprised by how much more support the Gallant line gets, so I'm really excited for that. I'm also going to be playing a Chaos Gallant deck this week with the Takato, so we're going to see how that works out. Hopefully the glare is not too bad, but I think the matchup is pretty good, so, you know, bear with me. We're going to see a Sonorisa in the back, and then going to go into a Tamer within the Surge. I like the Sonorisa, right? Like, the Justimon gets a bunch of DP from its effects, so it should be easy to get that extra security check to give the Justimon some damage, and it works really well with the restand, right? So, makes sense, pretty solid stuff. We're going to see a black memory boost. Gonna be picking up something, sending some stuff to the bottom. On the other hand, we have Rise Gray. I like the Rise Gray a lot. Being able to play Takato for free, or even like a hero, is pretty good for the Gallant deck. Gonna opt to just stay in the back though, taking an extra safe line of play. They're debating over how much memory he has. Okay, yeah, so like keeping the Rise Gray in the back means that he's like just gonna wait until he has like the Gallant to come out. He doesn't have the Takato or anything else just yet though, so interesting. Might as well want to get the Rise Gray into the free Tamer, into the Gallant right away, right? Definitely a very powerful play. So a little bit of setup from both players. Gonna be going into the I forget the name of that Digimon, but it's one of the, I think it's Voltramon, right? So if your opponent has an unsuspended Digimon, you get secure attack +1. So essentially he's going into a play where he's level 6 potentially have +2 checks, which is very, very scary. See the Growlmon, the War Growlmon, gonna be passing turn though. So there is the memory boost. He definitely has enough memory to go into whatever he wants. Has at least one Tamer to work with too. Thinking about, you know, what the effect's gonna be. Yeah, pop the memory boost. I mean, Justimon would just be pretty sick, right? Yep, gonna go to Justimon right away. So can use the effect, give himself the extra DP. Well, hasn't swung just yet, yeah. Making sure that he's got enough DP, gonna tap the Tamer to give the extra 1000 DP as well, right? So he should definitely be at 13k. Then he gets the discard to draw 2, so you see he's got some machine synergy, which is pretty cool. He can swing and then restand. It's gonna be for 3 checks because of the inheritables. So really pretty strong stuff, right? Justimon swings again. He did hit into 2 Tamers, you know, setting up the Gallant player for sure. But does have a Rise Gray in the back. But I mean, that was 5 checks in 1 turn. And he still has a level 6 to work with. So I would say not a bad turn at all. Definitely a bit of a different style of Justimon. Gonna go into the Chaosmon and then just punch the stack. You can't win the game because Chaosmon doesn't actually have Blitz. Funny enough though, if you are at 6 memory, what you can do is you can use this effect to unsuspend, choose not to attack, and then do a regular attack for game after. But this only works if you're at 6 memory, because he does not have Blitz. Now the Gallant is there. Between the hero, the effect, and the Rise Gray, he definitely has more than enough power to just punch over the Chaos, which is pretty cool. But you know, with 0 security, one does have to wonder how is he gonna win the game from this position. This is the case where it's like, blockers can actually do so much, right? Like right now he's like, potentially just dies to hybrid or like rookie coming out swinging, right? But if you have a blocker, you can like set up a blocker and then just have your Chaos Gallant put in, or your regular Gallant put in work. There's the Gilmon, gonna take the War Growl, looks like. Yeah, not having the, did he take a Gilmon? The Gilmon can actually not take a Gilmon. But yeah, like if he has a blocker like a Monochromon, he actually would be okay, I think. But if he doesn't have a blocker, then you just that to a rookie, right? And that's life, man. Gonna be playing the Issy just to guarantee he has extra memory for next turn. We see he plays Agumon, so you can see the Justimon build a little bit different. I feel like he's not playing the rookie of the line, right? But the Sonorisa definitely put in work. Agumon could be good as well. So it's cool to see players do different builds. So I don't know if the Gallant player even runs the blocker. He might run it and not have it, obviously. So he might just be like trying to dig for it. I don't know if there's anything else that could protect him, because he definitely cannot go for game this turn. The Gallant, while it puts in a lot of work and get a bunch of clear, it's only checking for 1. He He hasn't actually done any damage. They both kind of like set up in the back, just waited to get their pieces. But then the Justimon play was so explosive. Gonna hit into the other tamer. Okay, that shows he doesn't have a blocker. He might just be digging for it, right? Might be able to like maybe hard play. But he doesn't find it, and that's actually gonna be game 1. So pretty solid stuff. Justimon using inheribles to get extra damage. You know, he does have restand, so it makes sense to give him extra damage and quite a bit of DP. Gonna be going once again into another Sunrise Summon. I wonder if we'll see that line of play once again. Does he try and just play Justimon like that? You know, build in the back a very strong line. And Hagurumon, we did see he has quite a bit of machine synergy. See he's playing the Metal Garurumon, one of my favorite Digimon. That guy has a pretty good effect. 1 Digivolve, you can Digiburst 2. And then either pop a guy with a play cost of 6 or less, or trash your opponent's security. And then I believe he naturally has Reboot. And I guess he must be a machine, right? So pretty cool Digimon all around. Definitely not one that you see too often these days, but it could put in work. As I was asking before, like, you know, if Justimon is your primary level 6, like, who is your supporting level 6? And I guess for this player, he chose Metal Garurumon, which is cool. We're gonna see Gallant once again built in the back. The Warground's pretty strong. We haven't really been able to see much of the Takato put in work, right? Swinging into a Gallant. Yeah, I guess he's content with just getting in chip damage and staying in the back. Looks like he's putting the level 4 on top because based on his hand, we can assume he just doesn't have a level 4, right? I still don't love Issy, to be honest with you guys. I feel like the other Black Memory Tamers are just better, but it can be nice sometimes. Like, we know to play a Tamer for 3. Okay, and there's the Takato finally. It is going to pass over, you know, the memory because of Issy. And we're going to be building Justimon in the back. With the Black Memories to find the pieces. There's the Cyberdramon. He needs the level 5, right? The Livy lets him play the Tamer for free. I believe he's also like 10k, which is really nice. Because with the baby, I'm saving it to 11. And then he has a good inheritable, so really solid card all around. He's definitely a cool Digimon. It reminds me a lot of Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory when I see Cyberdramon. Gonna be going into Gallant in the back. Doesn't want to use the Blitz or anything like that. I don't know, I feel like... Are you okay with giving the Justimon player that much time to set up? The Gallantmon could definitely be like chipping at security. Just being very, very slow. You see all the tamers being set up, all the memory boosts. So yeah, you can see like this Justimon player, his playstyle is definitely like build your combo in the back, come up with a bunch of security damage, and then try and swing for game, right? Like if you swing, even with Justice on a Restart, you could swing twice for 2 checks each, and then go into a Chaos to clear something else, and that would be the 5th check. And then after that, he would only need 1 more hit to gloss at the game, right? So I definitely do like the strategy. The Gallant is finally going to come out, but I do wonder if it should have been last turn, right? It's like, if he did last turn, like he would have done 1 damage, could have been building in the back already. Gonna go into a Growlmon and not even swing with the Gallant, showing a lot of restraint. I mean, at this point, like, yeah, there's double memory boost. Potentially the Gallant could get answered, but I don't know. I don't know if I like the playstyle just because, like, you know your opponent's gonna be able to swing for like 5 checks relatively soon, right? Based on what the deck is capable of doing and what we've seen from the last game. So when you're not raised like that, like you feel like you have to raise your opponent back. The Justimon player is still building up. Could have taken like 2 damage by now easily. Gonna go into the Cyberdramon in the back. Not gonna get the Wind Digivolve in effect, but he already has Tamer, so I guess it's fine. And a pass, wow. So he doesn't even have the pieces, right? Yeah, so now we can start building in the back again. The promo Gilmon does put in some amount of work. Although I like the new Gilmon from BT9, I like that one a lot. And finally starting on some chip damage. Yeah, just imagine like if he had 2 less security, right? I feel like the game would be so much more winnable for Gallantmon at this point. I mean, he still has the level 6 to work with. Cyberdramon, I believe he gets 2D Digivolve 1 with the inheritable, right? Not a bad effect at all, I would say. But we know based on the Justimon player's play that he didn't actually have the Justimon, right? Gonna go into a Crimson just to, I guess, push a little bit more damage. He gets the trash one and then check one. Gets into an Issy. Doesn't even get like the 1 Digivolve to pop effect or anything like that. Maybe he feels relatively safer with the 15k DP. I do like Crimson mode. It's a pretty cool card. Does pass over, you know, some memory. Yeah, see, it's like, okay, so the player has 2 security left, right? Like, if he had swung those 2 previous turns, like, Justimon might have been at 0 security now. I doubt he can win this turn, and then next turn you'd be like, okay, promote Gallantmon, swing for game, right? Okay, so how do we answer the Crimson mode? Definitely have to answer Crimson mode. He has so much memory to work with. He was missing level 6 before. There is a world in which he found it on the top deck. If not, I don't know what else he might be able to do. Maybe he has another level 6. But Crimson mode is 15, right? So pretty tough. The Digimon is definitely not enough to punch. And I wonder, like, his deck is pretty set up and combo based, so I don't know if he has any like removal spells, right? Like, does he play like Punch or Ultimate Flare or anything else like that? Any sort of like Digivolve? Like, I guess he has Digivolve on the Digimon, right? But again, like, if you don't have a level 6, like, that's not happening, so seems like he's a bit perplexed on how to answer the Crimson mode. And yeah, he is going to be staying in the back. Wow. Digivolving into a blocker just to pass turn. It does memory choke, which I guess is nice. Lets him get 1 additional draw. And then maybe next turn he finally has a level 6. But yeah, I mean, Crimson could swing, trash top security. Even if it's blocked, you know, you're still doing some amount of damage. And if the blocker dies, you have your Takato and stuff to work with. Get a little bit more memory. Okay, yeah, Crimson swing, trash top security. Alright, taking it back. Thinking about the play. Yeah, you definitely swing. No reason not to, right? Choose to keep the Gallantmon in the back as well, though. It doesn't block it. Just don't want to give him any memory to work with. Doesn't want to let the Takato proc or anything, right? Plus, like, your security might just be getting trashed next turn anyway, so like you might as well just let it get checked, I suppose. Now, at this point, he does have 2 bodies to work with. He finally promotes, which means that he might have the level 6. I would hope so, right? It's been a while. He's gone through so many like Black Memory Boost, Issies. Crimson is quite a bit of pressure. There's the Gallantmon in the back as well. Having the blocker could help, but like, you block, Takato gives 1 more memory. There's 2 swings next turn, right? Unless he has a way to answer the Crimson this turn. With a level 6, I feel like he can, thinking about it. Can we see the Justimon command? I mean, you are a Justimon deck, right? I will say though, game 1 was pretty clean. I like the way that he used the Justy restamp to push through and burn that security. It was pretty exciting. Like I said, it is cool to see different builds of the same deck, right? Definitely do appreciate that. And I don't personally love Justimon. I think it's kind of boring myself. But it's cool to see that, you know, other people like it. The other Justimon videos definitely got some good responses. We're close enough to BT9. Pre-release should be happening next week, so hopefully we'll get you guys some nice, exciting BT9 gameplay videos soon enough, so just hang in there. And if there's any decks that you guys are interested in for BT9, anything you'd like to see me try out, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys would want to see, because I'm pretty down to just try just about anything. Okay, Justimon player taking his sweet time. He has to have an answer to the Crimson. The 15k maybe is just too much. Does have so much memory to work with. Yeah, there's 1. I mean, if he has a level 6, like, I feel like that's it, right? Like, just literally any level 6 and you're good. I guess he's just double checking, making sure he has enough memory for whatever play he wants to go with. Digimon. I believe it's at 11,000 DP, right? We're gonna Super Gun punch it twice so that he gets the reboot +1 check. Tap in the Tamer to get the extra 1. Oh, does he get 2 checks then? Hits a Crimson Blaze, goodbye blocker. Yeah, it is 3 checks though. Because he did get to 16k, right? But when you do the first Suo Gun, he doesn't get to 16k, right? So does he still get the check? I mean, I'm not sure actually. I have to reread the card. But I guess they're playing it as if he did, right? I'm actually quite curious about that. I don't know if that's correct. So never actually found the level 6, but hey, maybe all it takes is 1 Digimon. Now he can go into a Grumble, swing, and he does have enough to go Memory Boost and a Stun Grumble, and that's gonna be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Justimon deck, pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching.